it can get, to be a little bit of a rabbit hole in a way. Uh, because you could sit there and the thing is that I just have to let go of any of that being a concern and just being like, fuck it, because that's the trap in and of itself. The trap of thinking like, oh, you're avoiding doing certain things, which in essence means you're not doing what they are claiming that you are doing and what they would want you to do. But see, that would imply then you're giving a shit about what their standard, their so-called standards, and that in essence is you know so I mean, yeah, it's so let's just start off at the top. I checked some messages. Oh, well, with the whole Roma thing, yeah, obviously Andrew would fucking hell, I would be scared and not well. I would be concerned, definitely not arrogant and full of myself. Think I can go and handle toe to toe with a debate on with Andrew. I don't care if it's something I had years long interest in and consider myself maybe not an expert, but pretty well versed by. I don't know if any of y'all have seen Andrew Wilson content when I mean, the man is, I mean, I'm not, trying to like, be like, oh, he's a god or something, but I mean, you'd be dumb to say, to not acknowledge the fact that, he's not no fool, you know, and yeah, he'd wipe the fucking floor with Roma. He'd wipe the floor with her. Uh, anyway, moving on. Um, no, I mean, we were talking on a comment thread, me and Andrew, about something completely unrelated, and it just is mentioned. Did you end up seeing this? No, yeah. By the way, they got struck because they didn't like me posting it in following up of them using her son's videos to try to go at her and get to her. And so I was like, no, I ain't check. Let me check it out. And I mean, I don't even need to go through the reasons or say, well, I gotta, it made me this way or that. And bottom line is, the shit was appalling. It's unconscionable. It's unconscionable. I can't even pronounce that word right. I hate that fucking, some of those words I get tongue tied on, but, it's just you can't even put a word on it. It just, all the things you could pick and poke out from there and point out with regards to several different things. So yeah, I'm gonna do what I said, and then I am gonna hold true to that. Not because of anything external. That's just what I think I should do. That's my first mind, and that's my first, into. And I've experienced many times when I get, right away, like, hey, yeah, go with it and do this. If I sit there and doubt and think about it too long, I'll end up, you know, picking a reason. Well, nah, perhaps I should do that. And that's not coming to me, by my gut. That's coming through analytical thought, thinking too much into this shit. And usually when that happens and I do that and allow myself to not go with my first mind, I end up getting results and an outcome that completely, when looking upon it, you realize like, shit, I should have went with what I first thought. Because if I did, I wouldn't have got that result. No way. So that's why we're gonna do it. I mean, no, there's just no reason to even say anything further about it. No need. So let's switch gears here. Can you imagine the fucking like I'm a little conflicted on this, but riddle me this. What in the world at the point where you're at in a situation where somebody has been just recently held accountable in one thing, pled guilty, and now they're charged with the same thing in another. So two things now in another place. In the middle, in between of them being sentenced in the other thing, which the court's going to be notified on that. What fucking rational, logical, intuitive, or any other type of rightful thought process would be that, hey, who gives a fuck? You ain't got nothing to worry about, Snaggy. You got this is I'm quoting somebody. You got nothing to worry about, Snaggy. We gonna
If you focus exactly on loving the life that you're living right now, and not the life that you think you could have had or should have had, that's the whole deal right there.
The most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul. On fire.
Soul on Fire, now playing exclusively in theaters. Rated PG.
with the attention that's on it and everything. I mean, it would be very, very uh not wise for it, it ain't gonna happen. And it's stupid. That'd be like me getting in trouble for something, but somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna get you out of it. I'm gonna let me talk to your chief police. It, I don't. It wouldn't matter if they're best friends with the prosecutor, whatever. Like, you can't unring certain bells, and even if they could or they were able to potentially, it's gonna open up a whole nother can of worms that could put them in a bad spot. They ain't gonna take that risk for who the hell? That's the arrogance when people have gotten away with things for far too long and been playing around on the internet. They're living in a fictional fantasy, delusional fucking headspace. Unconscionable. Yeah, I know, Whitney. How are you doing, sweetheart? I seen tell me, be honest with me, level with me. You was putting one on, Rooski, on that sex education panel, wasn't you, Whit? Let me drop the link in case you want to come up or anyone else does. Depending on uh admittance may or may not be permitted depending on the party trying to come on. Disclaimer, disclaimer. I'm not with the power cutting off and everything. I was almost concerned not even just coming back. I was like, ah, fuck it. But then it popped right back on a minute or two later. I'm like, well, sometimes that can happen and shit. We'd be without power till the next day. I don't know why power goes like there's no bad weather or anything. I don't know if a transformer surged or what the fuck happened. It wasn't just us, it was this whole little area here. Well, not across the street. Across the street was fine. I don't know why it was just one side of the street. Hey, Stella. Yeah, just had some technical difficulties. And then I came back on and was talking about Roma, and then all of a sudden, boop, power went off. And my laptop battery, of course, though, my laptop stayed on, but I lost internet connection immediately. I was plugged into the LAN. And when you lose power, lose Wi-Fi network. Hey, Mo Honey Queen Bee, how you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. Oh, man. Like, I don't know if I got any allergies or what the fuck, but I'm stuffed up to now running up. What is it, buddy? What you want? You need something? You got food? Oh, you want some dinner? Okay. Yeah, I guess I only gave you enough earlier for lunch. I try not to give him a full bowl and only feed him on a scheduled basis, just give him a little bit at a time. I used to just fill his bowl up to the top and, just let him go at it as he wants to, but that's really not ideal, at least from what I looked at. Here you go, buddy. Bon appetit. Got water. Cleaned that out and refilled that earlier. There you go. Eat all your food, I'll get you a bacon strip. You giving me the yawns, Brownie, or what is it? Maybe I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. Got up, went back to sleep, got up. I hate those nights whenever you go to sleep for like just a little bit, then you get up. Like it was like 11, and then I look, and it's just 1:30, and then go back and look again. Oh, that's 3:15. Like I fucking hate those fucking nights. Like I'd rather, I don't know, I guess be up for a long time and then finally go to sleep and be asleep for a good, even if it's just 4 or 5 hours, then to go to sleep just barely an hour or so, and then up and then back down and up. I hate that. You're well. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, you know what I mean, Miss Stella? Fucking, it's annoying. Jen subscribed to me. You could just tell though that they're fucking pissed and upset and just they're not showing it. But then again, by saying that dumb shit I just talked about a while ago with the arrogant attitude, it just telegraphs to me clearly like, oh yeah, they mad. They is not happy with that result. No, they don't like that. So they gotta cope on live and try to reassure certain people like, oh, it's no big deal. We gonna handle it. Okie dokie. because I've read all that and everything, and just the facts and all of it. Like, I don't even think Dick DeGuerin or Jose Baez could pull, especially with an active sentencing. And no, for the same thing, no. There's no reasonable doubt. There's no plausible deniability. I mean, it's like dead to fucking rights. Like, maybe somehow, perhaps, but I don't even see that. Like, the only thing I could think of, maybe insanity. Maybe you can get a reason of insanity. No, I don't even see that being plausible, though. You can't blame being drunk. I guess you could try, but you know, um, and I'm no expert or nothing. I might just be talking out my ass, but I would imagine if I was on the decision making of deciding how I'm going to proceed with a case, and then it starts up, and I have the information already at hand and all those facts, and I go through it and check it out, and then it's brought to my attention that, oh, just a week or so ago, they pled guilty in another state to the same thing. They ain't even shit. And while all that was ongoing, they did it again over here? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I don't think we're gonna. I mean, your best bet would just be to throw yourself at the mercy of the court. If I fucked up, I ain't even gonna waste y'all's time. Anything else, you're stalling. You're stalling and maybe hoping that, well, maybe they'll just be so busy and caught up with other things and they'll be like, well, this is petty. Like, yeah, fucking make him pay a fine, be done with it. Or slap on the wrist, deferred prosecute. No, not with all these other factors. No, 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 no. It's not about revenge. It's about wanting justice served. Too many people have been slid by in similar type of circumstances already. Statute of limitations is passed up. Nah. I mean, if it would have been me and I was in that situation, I, I, I would straight up just be like, I need help. I don't know. I had no. I got nothing to. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not even gonna try or make excuse or I messed up. That is the literal best fucking thing to do. I'm not saying that because like that gets me my result. It really don't. I mean, maybe you can think it does, but if it was me, I'd be praying to God that my lack of, uh, you know, we'll pretend like if it was me, like I didn't have another thing that I'm currently being sentenced on that's the same exact type of thing, right? So maybe in that situation, I might be able to skeet by with you know a more favorable outcome. But there's no way I would think. I don't even think if I hired actual paid counsel that my counsel would. They maybe paid counsel might, depending upon certain aspects, could maybe with some certain conditions like get a little bit more favorable outcome. But you're still gonna have to I can't see at all, whether it be me or anybody else, no matter who it was, especially with something already the same that's been going on. I mean, no. And I could be wrong, you know. It'd be outrageous. Uh, I'd love to hear what the justification for whatever, it would be. Definitely, yeah, we'll see. But regardless, I mean, if you're looking at it objectively, I mean, I mean, how could I come to any other conclusion? You got in the actual statements and stuff, investigation, like, this is the same number, that is that person. And then when I question them on them being able to provide, because they claim that their stuff was hacked. And, well, if your stuff was hacked, why would you be wanting to apologize to me? Like, you didn't do it, right? So there's no need to wanting to reach out and apologize to me for. I can't. Because, see, that right there kind of implies a consciousness of guilt right off the bat. And you're trying to keep. I mean, when the person doing the investigation says, I can confirm that this is his number and that is him, because we got him at the sheriff's office leaving the number on recording, and we got him when I talked to him, and I've heard the voicemail, and I've reviewed the call logs and the text messages and everything. And if that wanted to be challenged, we can subpoena the phone bill records and everything. I I've looked at it and thought about it and analyzed it 20 different ways from Sunday. There's no there's not even close to reasonable doubt anywhere in there you could scrounge up. And then when they get questioned on wanting to provide proof of what they're claiming of being hacked and their phone number being spoofed, okay. Well, when you get answered that and your tone goes from neutral calm to, I don't, why should I take this from you? How do I know you're even a real police officer? Click, hang up on the. Oh, yeah, you're totally that's a totally calm and collected moment of reason right there. That's just more consciousness of guilt. Not a good thing to do too when you're trying and you're claiming constantly, and they've got you on video and panel that I sent them claiming like, oh yeah, I talked to the police and we got all that straightened out, and they laughed at him. So AD, you can private all them that you want. I'm assuming that some interested parties that don't want to see me get justice told you you need to get those down. Hopefully he hasn't downloaded them already. I already done it. Yeah, done it a long time ago. They got it already too. So I don't even have to get it together. I done all that. It's already been taken care of. Talk about really giving a fuck about. But he got his little cheeks got fucking puckered up and got real all nervous. Like, oh shit, imagine you just was on a thing the other day saying, I'll put you in jail, boy. Harass me or my wife. Yeah, he pled guilty. Oh, here, let me take that shit down. Square don't need that for his case. Now who's fucking dancing? You fucking tool, motherfucker. Oh. AD, you're as much as a YouTube loser as people you claim are YouTube losers. Like some people might see that and be like, "Dang, AD must really hate Square." No, AD is fucking nervous as fuck about not doing the right things and being judged by everyone watching. AD got contacts on the back streets. Yeah, I'm causing people to dance without doing anything but just oh, being myself, just doing what they done the exact same thing in their situation with the person. I mean, am I wrong? I don't think so. Hey, have any who in here has seen the movie Legends with Tom Hardy? Come on, tell me we got some Tom Hardy fans in here. Come on. Anybody? If you've seen the movie, let me know. It'd be really cool if oh they did. I just need to get it. I haven't played that since fucking my childhood, and it'd be awesome to be able to play that. So many good memories, and it's such a good fucking story and game. Like you can't tell me it's not. Anyone want to know what I'm talking about? What I just thought of real quick in my head? Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Hell yeah. Both the original Band of Thieves, Honor Among Thieves, Thieves in Time. It's the last one that they made. So, in regards to liking and being a fan of the story and loving, the whole thing, but in my opinion, it's the weakest of the whole franchise. Like, I think the first and second were the two best, with probably the second outdoing the first, and then the third coming in third place, and then the fourth one rightfully being in fourth place. Um, they just really changed the graphics up to the point that, and you could say, well, it's, in the future, and those are more advanced graphics. I don't care. I like these older graphics and setup design animation better. Uh, One thing I didn't really care for is Carmelita. She's voiced each different one was voiced by a different actor. At least Sly was voiced by the same. I like things that are consistent. Like Nightmare on Elm Street. Robert Englund played Freddy for 8 consecutive fucking films. The only one he didn't do was the remake. That consistency is important. You know, it builds a familiarity. The audience recognizes it. And when it's a person that does the job well, it fucking just works great. You change that around, or the studio has a problem, they want to try to undercut the actor, what have you, and they've got to cut corners. You're fucking with your money, your revenue, and you're fucking with your audience base. You're just fucking it up. That'd be like, I don't know, good example. That'd be like, and this is probably not a good example, but it's what came off the top of the head. For example, the Roseanne show, which I'm not really a fan of at all, but a lot of people were. It had some good ratings and loyal fan viewership. Imagine Roseanne being played by Rosie O'Donnell for 4, 5, 6 seasons, right? But I don't.
Why do EVs cost less to own over the long run? Well, you never have to buy gas again. And there are fewer parts and fewer repairs. All long-term relationships should be this good.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of that show. It's just off the top of the head what came to mind. But, you know, even with whatever bullshit she had going on, controversy, when shit goes on social, that's another bad result on social media nowadays with the cancel culture phenomena. When somebody fucks up, like right now, Hassan Piker is getting death threats. He's getting fucking annihilated. Asmongold has made sometimes 2 consecutive different video live streams about Hassan Piker in one day, day after day after day, all regarding a situation where apparently he's been trying to train this dog of his, and he's spot training them. Like, if I tell Brownie right now, Brownie, go to your spot. Good boy. See, he lit now. I've not tried to train. Will he stay there for hours on end until I tell him to get up? No. If I get up and I walk out the room, he may or may not follow behind me. Most of the time, he's going to follow behind me, unless I tell him to stay. If I tell him to stay, he'll stay. Say somebody knocks on the door or something, then he might get up. But if I tell him red light or stay, he'll stay there until I release him. Not for hours on end. Like, if I get off doing something else, what have you, eventually he'll be like, I bet you he's not even paying attention or cares no more. Like, I just slowly get up and come see what I'm doing. And I could either respond with, go back to your spot, what are you doing? Or I could say, hey, buddy, but who the fuck needs to train their dog to stay in a place for hours on end? Just because you're live streaming for a couple hours and that's what you do is stream all the time, does your dog have to be seated the whole time? They can't get up? Do you not want them coming up to you and wanting a pet or scratch? Or what if they need to go out and piss or something? Like, are you going to tell them, get back to your spot? Like, if he needs to go outside, Brownie, he doesn't come up to me with a specific. Well, the most specific thing he would do to let me know is he'd be staring at me. I'd be like, what do you need? And if he does a circle, like a real quick, and he circles around and looks back, stops, look at me, and I say, you want to go outside? And if I say that, he'll circle again, like excited. Bingo, that's what he wants. Now, if I said that probably 9 times out of 10 every time, he would do that no matter what, even though he might really actually be wanting something to eat. But when he wanted something to eat a while ago, he was staring at me, and I said, what is it? And I looked over, and he went over by his food bowl, got near it, stopped, sat, and looked right at me. I'm like, I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, it's empty. You know, but so Hassan was claiming, because they're like, he's got a shock collar, and that's something that people tried to pull with me and give me shit about. Uh, Here's the thing though. We used it like 2 times, but I didn't try to hide it like Hassan did. Hassan put a fucking piece of tape over it. He's got the same fucking device I got, the mini educator. And to be fair, when he said it was a vibration collar, it is, but it's not just a vibrational collar, and that's not the main feature. It is a jolting training reinforcement collar. It has a setting between, you can go from 0 to 100. I think, let me double check. But like Brownie, I think the highest we got with him was like maybe 8. That was a little too high. So we turned it down. About between 6 or 8 was the sweet spot with him. Like I said though, we didn't need it. The only thing we needed to use was the Springer collar, and we don't have to use that anymore. You use it for a little bit, they get trained, and then you retire it. The only reason why you might get it back out is if you go a while and you don't keep the same routines, and even if you don't, even if you do that, some dogs, okay, you might not have been keeping him on his P's and Q's. If you start, some dogs will go right back to it. Like they'll remember. Other dogs, you might need to give them a little nudge. You might have to reinforce some things again. It depends. Not everything is. Let me look, turn this bitch on. It's the AT300 e-collar technologies, the mini educator. I think it has about a half a mile radius. Okay, yeah, it goes up to 99, and then the maximum is a high setting when you go past 99, and the lowest is 0. So I think we got up to about, like I said, 6 or 8 rating of intensity. It has a light on the collar you can turn on. You can do it. There's a bunch of different ways you can set it up. You can do like when you press the button specific. I tried to use the vibrational mode. When you do the vibration, he would like perk up, be like, "What the fuck was that?" And he would stay on alert mode and just be, you could tell, like just because it was real quick, like he didn't just be like that for 10 seconds. He'd be like that for the next 10, 15 minutes. Like he'd just be scared, like wondering, like, is that shit? What the fuck was that? Is it gonna happen again? Like, and when the trainer saw that, he's like, yeah, don't. I don't think we should use that. He's like, yeah, he's like, that's interesting. Because when we used the regular jolt, he didn't have that real. Like he had a momentary, like, oh, okay, I'm paying attention, and then back to a minute later, relaxed, like nothing happened, paying attention, because I can't explain why. I guess that vibrational, whatever, he's more sensitive to that than the jolt, to the point that it would have a lasting effect on him for a good while. It wouldn't go for an hour, up to an hour or 30 minutes, but 10, maybe at the most worst, 10, 12 minutes. He would just be in a state like whenever it thunders or something, or the smoke, like when the smoke alarm will beep from low battery or something. You hear the beep, he'll park up and he'll look around, and I'll be like, "It's all right, Brownie, it's just a smoke alarm." And he'd go over and either go in his crate, go under the bed, like, and I'd be like, "Come on," but and I looked at him one time when he was in the crate, and he's just sitting in there, and he's still, and I'm like, "Are you all right?" And then he'd shake a little bit and stop shaking. I'm like, "Buddy, it's okay. It's just a smoke alarm." Like certain things fuck with him more. Like, and sometimes it's counterintuitive because it's like, how the fuck can a smoke alarm fuck with him and make him more nervous and apprehensive than, I mean, even more than the vibration? definitely more than the Jolt, but used only that thing for 2 sessions, and that was I mean, really to spend $200 on this fucking device. But I didn't get all bummed out about that. I was just like, it is what it is, you know. I mean, I wanted to make sure I had all the tools if necessary in case there was a lot of resistance in his training. Had a really good trainer. Only needed to use one type of collar for a good while that was just a simple Springer collar from Germany. No batteries needed or nothing. Stainless steel. But I also bought a $200 mini educator that I used literally for fucking 2 sessions. And trainer was like, I don't, yeah, it's not necessary. We're getting better response from him quicker, and he's learning faster with just this basic Springer collar. He's like, I think it would be a disservice to keep using it. You know, he's like, it's not gonna help anything further from what I'm seeing, he said. And he said, and also, he said, you did mention that people online trying to give you shit about it. I'm like, yeah, but fuck that. You know, I'm like, but they can try that virtue signaling all they want. You know, they tried to say, like, why would you need to get one of those for that little dog? Like, he's not trying to bite nobody or nothing. He's like, well, you don't get one of those for biting. He said, I guess you could get a shock collar for certain behaviors like that. He said, but he said, if a dog's biting somebody or something like that, you've got worse problems than needing to get a fucking shock collar. You know, it's just people running their mouths. I saw in Piker's Beach, I saw him pull his dog tail, and there's a video of him doing, holy shit, I didn't see that. Well, look, I'm not saying to defend him because, look, here, I need to continue on. I got off track. From what I've seen from Asmongold's coverage, and Asmongold said, look, he doesn't deserve death threats and stuff like that over it, but he didn't do himself any favors by putting a piece of tape over. Let me show you. This is exactly what he had. Let me turn my camera on. This is exactly the, let me find the video too so I can show you. And in certain videos and live streams, they move the camera, and you can tell he's giving a little indicator for them to get the camera off him. And Hassan's like, you know why though, right? Because he's doing it right after his dog's doing something, and he's looking at the dog like, hey, and has the camera go off for him. And then when it comes back, you see he's just putting something back in his bag. It's because he just went and got the fucking little module. Probably, and you can tell the dog just got a zap because there's a response, and they wasn't smart enough not to let that get captured. Or if they did get the camera off, the audio still picked it up and people could tell. And then you see he's putting something back in his bag, and the camera just coincidentally cuts back to it without showing exactly what he's putting back into the bag. It's remote control. And then the camera wasn't on a good angle one day, and he has it in his hand, but you clearly see he's got a piece of tape over the part that has the name Mini Educator on it. But there's an earlier clip before all this really became an issue where they see what's that over there on the edge of the table, and you kind of got to zoom in real good, and it's not clear visible, but it's clear enough to tell. Oh yeah, here, Google Mini Educator. Compare it to the company's picture of, oh yeah, that's exactly what that is. But how come his doesn't have the Mini Educator writing on it? Oh wait, look, there's a piece of black raised, looks like electrical tape or something on top of it. Oh, so he covered the name up. He's trying to be slick. That that kind of indicates like the people that are commenting to him, giving him shit about using it, instead of being like, look, it's my dog, I'll use the training techniques I want. If you don't like it, you don't have to support me. That's the end of it. And dropping it at that point would have been better off, even if it lost him people or what have you, than to go through this elaborate thing of trying to hide and say that it's only a vibration collar, when that's kind of almost a lie by omission. It is a vibrational collar, but mainly it's a jolting collar with a vibrational extra feature. that's secondary. I mean, it indicates like, I'm conscious about the fact that people don't like this, and maybe I'm not so sure about should I be using it either. So let me try to hide it. No, you're not doing yourself no favors, Hassan. You're just showing why you shouldn't. You're giving you're giving them ammunition, dude. You're going right. I mean, maybe you shouldn't be using it, especially if you're just trying to train him to adhere to a spot. That is some weird shit. Like, I was able to spot train Brownie without any type of collar. Just had to keep positive reinforcement and working it. We didn't use a collar to make him to teach him go to his spot. Didn't have to use a collar to teach him a hug for the deep pressure therapy. You know, maybe he didn't want to spend the money on getting a professional trainer that's been through college. I don't know. Don't have any clue. Don't really care. But if he had done that, he might have been able to teach him that without having to use that at all. A lot of people want to try to do things on their own, and I get it, save money, be proactive. But if you're not researching all the aspects of different things and finding out what AI or this source or that source recommends trying first, I would think a jolting educator like type collar probably be one of the last things on the list you go to when you're not getting any good results from positive reinforcement, etc. Don't y'all agree? Like I said, we didn't try the educator with Brownie until I forgot what we was running into a snag with. I think it had to do with some of his active working, walking, and healing commands and different commands with telling him to like guard was really difficult with him, trying to get him to be able to get in between. Like he puts his head up to my, so I like spread my legs a little bit. He goes in between them. He stops. Like he's trying to do it right now. Uh, he stops and because I said the word, and he sits down or he'll stay standing. Most of the time he'll end up sitting down, and he'll be looking behind me. His face will be facing, where my back, whatever's to my back, and he is watching and just staying right up on me in case, if anything were to like, and that was for what I needed him for. That was kind of just like something I wanted to teach him. Really, I don't really have a real much of a use for that. Now, if I had issues where I regularly suffered from possible fainting or panic attack that caused me to lose consciousness, or I had real bad anxiety. That was what I thought, because sometimes in big groups or spaces, wide open spaces where there's a lot of people, and I'm not in a good space already with my anxiety, I can get a little overwhelmed, and so that kind of gives me some comfort, helps me be grounded. But I'm not gonna lie, like obviously, like compared to this one person I saw that used it online, she would sometimes like get down on the ground because she's starting to hyperventilate and stuff, and the dog would either get on her chest for DPT or be between her legs. If she's sitting down, opens her legs up a little bit so he could sit there and and be guarding and giving her comfort. I don't really have. I've not even had that happen really once, but I get, even if I've taken sometimes my Librium or what have you, and it's been over an hour, and like I'm got a high. Last time I went to the doctor, they took my heart rate, and I hadn't just been running or nothing, and for whatever reason, that shit was like a little bit over 100. And when they read, and I didn't even notice it when they took it, and we got back to the doctor, and he read it off. She's like, "Oh my lord!" She's like, "You need please check that again before when we get done with our." She's like, "Are you feeling okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I didn't even notice it." I said, "It's that high?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "It's not really tachycardia or nothing yet, but it's a little bit above normal." She's like, "Did you just get done running or something?" I said, "No, no, we drove. I didn't run all the way here. I'm not Forrest Gump." Go to his water bowl and he was thirsty. It shocked him so hard. Oh my fucking God, dude. What's his issue? Does he just not like the idea of his dog having any movement when he's on the camera? Why not put him in the crate? I mean, that's not good either and it's kind of cruel, but still, that's better than shocking your dog because he's wanting to use the freedom of getting up to get some water. Put his water bowl in the crate. You don't want him up moving around? I mean, that's stupid too, but I'm just saying that would be better than any of that crap. Still is unnecessary, but don't get me wrong, but I mean, lesser evil, I guess. I'm not saying that's what he should do. I'm just saying, that off the top of my head, why not just let him be him? That'd be the best thing, but shit, wants him as a prop. Yeah, it seems like it. All right, so here, guys. Oh, shit. I see that. That's the mini educator. That's what Hassan has exactly. I might as well sell that thing, put it up on Facebook Marketplace or something. I ain't got no use for it. Somebody probably owns cats. Yeah, well, that's good for them. I mean, that's a good point, I guess. But look, you can be in agreement that there's just some things that's unnecessary to use that type of collar for, and I'm in agreement on that. But to be threatening his life and everything else, like criticize him, sure, but don't respond to one bad thing with a worser action. It invalidates your argument. It, I mean, maybe not entirely, but it pretty much, people are not going to listen to that source, and and you're going to end up counterintuitively getting people to be like, well, fuck that person. They threatened his life. Like I don't even give a damn if they're technically maybe right on that. Like, I mean, you do a disservice when you do that. It causes people not to. But he's just not doing himself any favors either. And I don't have any strong opinions on Hassan. I really don't even pay attention to him or ever watched him except here or there on certain things. He's just not somebody that gets my attention or that I have a lot of strong feelings on this or that about it. I just happen to see this latest stuff because it's so damn big and I'm subscribed to Asmon. And it's just like every other recent video or live stream you've seen. This cannot get, and it doesn't say Hassan Piker in the title, but it says stuff like this. He doesn't ruined it. This cannot keep happening. He's not doing himself any favors, and it's like each and every thumbnail is Hassan. So what like at this point it's like, oh God, now what's going on? What is he doing now? I think one of the things that recently happened, like he claimed like he's gonna quit. Like he's so freaking overwhelmed by making the situation worse on himself. I mean, but then again, you gotta look at things, try to in a whole fair and balanced viewpoint. Did he do any favors? Is he helping the situation a lot? Not really. Does he deserve to be getting all this crap? No, not really either. No, you can't justify that. Does he deserve the criticism and stuff? Most definitely.
Grab the shovel. All right, Paulie. Any last words?
Actually, yes. Have you guys contacted Missouri One Call yet? It is the best way to ensure your digging location is safe by having all your local utilities marked ahead of time. It's easy, and it's the law.
No matter the job, click or call 811 before you dig.
It's so easy, guys.
Oh, by the way, the voicemail though, I guess they got some access to some good ass AI software because the voice resemblance is uncanny. Give me a break, guys. Come on now. Like, I guess that's part of what alcohol can delude somebody into thinking that they can just. Oh no, I didn't say it was blue. I said it was red. Meanwhile, there's 2-hour live streams, clips on clip channels here, there, and everywhere. Blue, 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 blue. You saying it was blue the whole time? Like books that one night. Oh, on the Books for Moses YouTube channel, baby, nobody's life is in danger and nobody's gonna kill anybody. And this is all for entertainment. He didn't even say your name, Square. He didn't even say your real name. Aliases, there's a reason why they have aliases down on bookings and all that stuff because person has a known alias and they verify, yep, that's a known alias in these circles here and in this situation. Guess what? That's the same person. So if somebody threatens a person using that alias, do you really think, I don't care if it's fucking, like I said earlier, Mark Garagos or Dick DeGuerin, they can't even argue that shit. What are they going to come up with and say? Oh, he was actually talking about, well, see, he's got a cousin that also goes by that same name. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess there's something you could try to make, but I mean, honestly, you really think that, come on now, like, trying to do that, most attorneys aren't even gonna, unless they're just desperate to try to use some bullshit excuse like that, because all that does is like, it telegraphs to the prosecutor, judge, etc. Like, do you take us for a fucking idiot? Like, this dude must really think we're fucking stupid. How dare they think they can just fucking skeet on by? And, that's a person that's used to doing, comfortable doing that type of stuff and being that outright gaslighty and lying contradictory of what they just, of the facts, and then goes in real life and thinks, oh, I'll do it with this police officer. Yeah. Well, doing it online to a live chat or somebody in live chat's one thing. We'll have you on a panel compared to an actual authority figure in real life that you're fucking with their time and tax dollars. Yeah, big difference. That's why when he got challenged and he said, well, can you provide proof that your number was, can you provide some evidence of what you're stating here about that being someone else that's spoofing your number? Who are you really? I'm not even sure you're a real cop. I'm not doing this. Click. Yeah. Nothing says confidence and than that type of response, right? Just like Breezy Brook before she made that damn mass threat at the school, calling all the fucking Leos in the area fucking rapists and everything else, traffickers. Oh yeah. And 5 minutes later, makes a mass communicated threat of violence on school grounds. Yeah. You saw how that worked out. So when he said, I'm not even sure you're a real cop, he reached out to him. It's not, Snaggy literally called him. He got the official number off Google, whatever, called and said, can I speak to officer so-and-so? Gets challenged with what he's claiming. Can he provide some evidence of that? Instead of saying, I think I'd be more comfortable, maybe I need an attorney. That still is going to communicate, yeah, you're bullshitting, but it's at least respectful. At least it's like in a more neutral way. You shouldn't have even reached out to him to begin with. But that's the arrogance. But to reach out, get flustered, and say, I'm not even sure you're a real police officer when you fucking called them. Oh, dude, like, I'm sorry, but this shit is just making my brain explode. Like, I cannot believe that shit. Like, dang. Is anybody home up there? Somebody turn off did somebody cut the power off to the fucking mental apparatus of this person? Or is it just 5 o'clock already somewhere? Don't drink and do YouTube. Don't drink and contact the police. Hell, don't talk to the police. How many times I've said this to people? If you're innocent, guilty, whatever, don't talk to the police. When they showed up at my door, if I was really, if I had any type of consciousness of like, ooh, I need to be careful, like I did fuck around or something, I probably would have been like, yeah, I don't know what that's about, but I don't have any interest in talking with you. No, I said, hey, come on in. Yeah, we got a call and they say this stuff. Oh, really? Yeah, I cannot believe that. Well, here, right in front of them, pull my phone out my pocket. Here you go. Here, let me unlock it. Go ahead and feel free to check the call logs and, oh, the text and the voicemails. I mean, I didn't know that they were coming. I didn't know he was sending them. I ignored his calls. So when they showed up and I don't go in the bathroom and be like, can you give me a minute? And go in there and take a minute on my phone, deleting or whatever, pull it straight out and like, here you go. No warrant. Here, oh, I've been accused of harassment. Here, go ahead and check that out. It's 'cause, I mean, that situation of like, I got nothing to hide. Matter of fact, you're gonna come to a very different conclusion once you look at all this. And then when they got done looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is went on a couple years back too. I said, unfortunately, I'm not even gonna get into all that, but in a nutshell, I said, I know you're new here. I said, but this group of people, all these different people on YouTube have been using fucking coroners and everything to try to harass and be sent out here. I said, I just was ignoring his phone calls. I was doing the right thing. I wasn't engaging back. I didn't call you guys and say, he's harassing me. And he sends y'all out here and says, I'm harassing him? Like, uh, I said, it'd be nice if we could get, I think he's like, well, I'll be honest, it'd be a little difficult with him being out of state. Like, he didn't guarantee something was going to be done. And he said, if it is, it might be a while. And he got that shit done super quick. You know why? Because I didn't go, that's bullshit, man. Come on, they've been doing this to me for 2 years. I didn't do none of that. I just was like, well, it'd be nice if we could, get it. I said, that's just a waste of taxpayer dollars. It's a waste of y'all's time. It's a nuisance to us. I said, but I said, but I understand. I understand what you're saying. I was very level-headed, you know, when he told me it might be challenging, whatever. It might not be a quick thing. I said, well, it'd be nice to get something done about it. I think it's warranted because, as you just said, from everything you looked at, he's obviously harassing me and has lied to y'all and wasted y'all's time. I said, which, like I said, you wasn't here 2 years ago, but I've had several welfare checks that were bogus. I had a SWAT call. I had a coroner come out here. I was like, now this guy didn't do all that. I'm not saying that, but all these certain people that share this interest in messing with people and stuff, I'm like, it's that type of crowd. That's who this person is. I said, and it's just, it's kind of getting old. I was like, it hadn't happened in a long time. So I'm like, he must have got really pissed off because I didn't return his phone calls or answer. But, you guys, I must be lying to y'all because shit, me not reacting or ignoring somebody, come on. Like, does that sound like me? Is that what y'all hear about me? No, y'all hear the exact opposite all the time. But it's fact, it's plain as day on the record that that's exactly what I did. I mean, somebody sworn and attested to it in the fucking probable cause statement. Somebody that has no allegiance to me whatsoever and is just a public servant. But yeah, I'm coping, you guys. I'm in denial, telling y'all I'm trying to change and really work on myself. I'm just bullshitting you. Yeah, I think that's more reasonable. What about y'all? Oh, Lord of mercy. Don't talk to the police, especially don't call them. Yeah, don't call them and then turn around and say, I don't even think you're real police. Why the fuck did you reach out to me for? Who gave you this number? Oh, I got it off Google. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah. So if we check the recordings of the sheriff's office when supposedly Chris gave us this number that I'm talking to you on and you called me on just now, which is the same number that's listed on this person's voicemail, threatening them. Here, maybe I can pull it up and let y'all hear what he said. I'm sure it's AI. Guys, I don't know. You might want to maybe a good lawyer can have it examined forensically because you never know, man. Old Square with his no job. I must have bought some good AI software, voice modulation stuff. Let's find this. September 14th. Oh, he left 2 voicemails. I thought he only left 1 at first. Smack. You got it. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Hey, Quincy. It's Smack. You got it. This is 4 minutes long. Holy shit.
Nor I ever thought you. I just hope you got it.
I just hope you buy
Your
into my
parents told
gaslighting.
me that number was the same night.
Dude, he's putting it off on old Joe Barendorf. Joe, are you out here coddling snags? What are you doing, Joe? Joe. Yeah, he's wasted.
Just core, yeah. People got
And if anybody wants to say, oh, this is just a joke to him, there he is playing the stuff, like he's playing it's a voicemail left to my phone. I got the right to do it. Like I said, I didn't call the police for nobody. This stuff showed up at my door. I'm well within my right. I'm not bound by court order to not talk about this.
the drink.
So
Snack.
get that shit out of here.
We definitely.
Mhm.
Nor I.
You know what? You're right. You really didn't. I said the same thing on a live stream. I said, look, I don't have any videos on this guy. I've never went after him. I don't know why in the world. That's why my suspicion initially was, I bet you he's probably in that Discord with them, and maybe he got paid some beer money or something to do that. And now he's realized, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Here, let me try to smooth things over. Yeah. I mean, tell me what better reason. I mean, why else would he have done it if somebody didn't get him to do it or bribe him or pay him? And if that is what happened, whoever done it and got him to do it, they were smart not to do it themselves. They must have really taken heed to the fact when I warned everybody, we ain't got the same fucking people that, let you get away with shit before. Oh, yeah, I understand.
Your parents told me that a number was the same night.
Bro, how does somebody else know what happened with your phone number in a situation with me, and I don't even interact? I haven't interacted with Joe hardly since he wanted to do a show with me, and after he expressed that, guess what? The whole of the little clan cult piled on him like, what the fuck are you doing? It's our property. You want to get called a pedo and be fucked with too? You want to get some home visits? You want a 5150? Ever since then, Joe Barendorf ain't been over in this chat. But somehow Joe knows the 411 on this situation.
So, core, people don't know.
Oh, Discord. Say, I think maybe he probably's in one of them Discords. Yeah. See, when people say, I don't fuck around on Discord, I'm starting to understand why. Don't look like too much good shit comes from out of there. From whether it's that one dude that was accused of talking to girls and women in certain ways. What was his name? That one guy, Jesse or whatever, that was on YouTube on the Creek Squad Discord. That's why ever since I was on Discord with Gene and all them, I ain't been on there yet since. My server, I think, it probably still up, but it don't get used. Hell, the Discord app on my phone too, for whatever reason, just Discord did not work well on my phone. Maybe they was having a bug during the time and it's fixed. I don't care. As a result of that and everything else, I just lost interest. I don't use Discord.
And snack, you got it.
How many times are you gonna repeat himself? Oh, that's so sweet. That's so considerate. He wants me to understand me.
Parents told me that number was the same night.
The same night. Isn't that a quinky dink? The same night all this happens, Joe Barendorf is on the case. You can't make this shit up, man. Yeah, because you gave it to him.
Where I'm sorry you've been beat up.
Now, when I heard this, I laughed, but then I thought a little bit more on it, and I said, okay, you arrogant son of a bitch. Let's see how much this stands up to scrutiny. Forward!
They're doing this to me because I have sleep. I don't know if you know about it.
Oh, you got to see. Isn't that a coinky dink, completely unrelated note? I'm sure there's a big misunderstanding there, too.
I do too. But yeah.
He's a victim, y'all. How many times are you going to say this shit? Good God.
I just felt yeah.
Oh, repeat mode, man. He's on repeat.
Aaron told me the number was the same night.
I'm not repeating this, you guys. It's still going. I swear to God, 4 minutes long.
Swear.
I don't know if there's a glitch or maybe it extended it. I don't know. Because if he said this many times, no, that's different. See, this is him. This is not a glitch. It's not on repeat. Because he said beat up a while ago. Now he said, I'm sorry that. Wow.
You know what? The truth. I really want to be.
Ah, shit, hold on. I'm fucking up. It's going off speaker.
I realize it. You just have to deal with the truth, or really with you denounce.
Denounce it. Yeah.
I don't have to be like, can I get really? Zero.
Oh, but why did you just tell me that you'd like me to denounce it? You got no desire now.
With what?
Bro, if this ain't implication of guilt, I don't know what is. It's anything. Please understand it. Please.
I just want to be like a human being. That's what we are.
Well, thank you. Thank you for making me aware I'm a human being. I thought I was a reptilian.
You
damn right. Oh, I will.
God bless time for you.
Oh, let's kiss some ass now.
Take care.
Oh, we will.
You're not even here. Trying to tell.
Yeah, because you probably don't remember what my name is. Apparently not. Bro. Hold on, I fucked it up again.
You see.
I rewinded there a little bit on accident.
God bless time for you. God bless you. Don't be good. Take care. God, you're not even in the algorithm. Right?
Y'all be good. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess we're fucking supposed to be in middle school. Like, he's telling us, like, now be good while you're going to school.
You can't even find the channel. How irrelevant you are to
I think you should get out the algorithm.
really believe people
It's not a good influence for you.
were pitting against each other.
Oh, there may be some truth to that right there. Although I think the more proper explanation would be you allowed yourself to be used as a tool of others to come at me to get social acceptance from them or money or whatever else they offered or promised. And now the writing's on the wall like, probably wasn't worth that $40 I got cash out to me for that beer the other night.
Never.
I already got one case. Damn, I don't need another. It's all right, Snags. You got freaking the old animal, old dirty animal. He's gonna take care of it all.
It is what it is, man. Take care of yourself.
How many times are you gonna say? Oh, no, I fucked that up. Now that's not a repeat. That's me. The algorithm's crazy.
Behind the channel. That's how irrelevant you are to
See, if I put my hand over the phone, it'll black out the screen, and then it resets it.
believe people
So
were pitting
I won't interrupt it again.
each other.
I'll let it finish.
Right. But it's all good. I hope you're well. I hope Grampy's well. And take
You're
care.
doing good. Okie dokie. I will. Guys, he just cares about me. He just wants me to understand, y'all. Isn't that so sweet? That's such a considerate thing to do. So selfless. That was a very, very selfless, non-self-serving, non-manipulative, or worriedful expression, action right there, y'all. Let's look at the second one.
Ian and Snaggy. I hope they actually reached out to you and explained to you what happened. I really appreciate it if you quit making something out of nothing on YouTube. My number was getting spoofed. You're right. We've never had any issues. But for Christ's sake, man,
We don't right now either.
break.
You've got an issue with Penobscot County.
It's already closed report with Hakai.
Oh, well, funny. I read something earlier today that says the opposite. Oh, they're supposed to explain it to me. Well, they didn't.
You'll be just fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll be fine.
Sorry that happened. Sorry.
Why are you sorry? You didn't do nothing.
It's on my number.
Oh,
Sorry.
they need to apologize, don't you think?
Discord, yeah. People been playing games. You know,
Yeah, I know. I mean, that was just two voicemails of the same essential shit back to back. Yeah, you got that right. Delusional. Oh my God. Don't worry, y'all. It's all been handled. There's no arraignment tomorrow or nothing. It's over. I'm making a big deal out of nothing, y'all. Right? Isn't that what you just said, Snags? It's a rhetorical question. I'm not actually trying to communicate with Snags because if he's watching of his own free will. I'm not asking him to watch. I've never communicated with the dude, didn't even have his number. His number is listed on my voicemail there, not saved whatsoever. You know why? Because I didn't talk to him. I didn't, he wasn't even, I don't know him from Adam. All right, you know, people know that expression. I don't know him from Adam. And yeah, we didn't have any issues. We didn't have any issues. And I consider us that we still don't. You know, other than the fact that you caused a disturbance at my residential complex, and I had to deal with and entertain and talk with the police, which wasn't really traumatizing, but yeah, it was kind of a nuisance, it's unnecessary. But what was really probably the most aggravating was being accused of all fucking things, harassment. When the few previous hours prior, I'm getting back to back call after 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 call. Voicemails, fucking, what you I call it? God dang, what would you say? Text messages. Yeah, let's read text messages when I wasn't answering it. And I'll tell you something else. There's a certain Monopoly looking motherfucker that has been, that's nothing compared to the voicemails I've got archived and get daily from him that are, and he uses the maximum prescribed amount of time in each one, just about. There might be some where he maybe shortens it and doesn't use the whole time. Normally, he uses the whole fucking allotted time you can use, and it's just monologues of, well, that promise you made and thing you said didn't last about a day. The last couple, and I'll listen for just a second sometimes, and I'll be like, exit. Like, my God, dude. Like, you know, normally I don't listen to any of it. I'll look and I'll just be like, archive, archive. And see, that's apathetic on my part. And it's really a testament to turning how much I turn the other cheek in a way, because now that I've seen how they've responded with just 2 days worth of harassment, imagine months, for years, voicemails daily, all the recording instances of me saying, do not contact me. I don't call him back. He calls from private numbers thinking that shields him. So I can't call him back, and he automatically gets forwarded to voicemail because I do not accept private calls. So he doesn't even get to ring me. The only way he could get my phone to ring is if he would use a text down number, or what, and I don't answer those either. So if that rings, I just silence it, block it, makes another number, silence and block it. But each time, though, voicemails, he leaves a call log, 2 or more unwanted communications after being told stop, leave me alone, is committing harassment. At the level MC regularly engages in, it would be considered a fucking felony. It wouldn't be a misdemeanor like Snaggy's. It would be a felony. Snaggy's facing a misdemeanor A and B. The A misdemeanor carries up to a maximum of 1 year in jail, $2,000 fine. The B, which is the false reporting, carries, I think, 6 months maximum in jail. I forget the fine, maybe 600, just a little bit under $1,000, maybe the max $1,000. They said he had no criminal record, but the court's going to be informed, and they will double check and see that he's pled guilty and is awaiting sentencing. So he may not technically have on his record yet. He's going to, and once they confirm that it's active in the other court in another state, that will be taken in consideration. That's what you call a not a mitigating factor, but a aggravating circumstance. That's a pattern, an MO. It shows the level of, if he didn't have an alcoholic, see, the alcoholic issue will not immediately get a jail out of free card and excuse, depending on prosecutors and stuff, how they feel personally about it. It could get looked at as feel sorry for the person, but still not excuse the action. Or they could be like, that's fucking bad. So what? That's his issue. He needs to get it taken care of. No excuse. It just depends. I'm not going to say either way what my opinion is on it. If y'all can't figure it out, then, you know, because if you think anybody on here would give me any sympathy if I was doing shit like this, even if I was still in active addiction on, uh, I take only Librium now. You think I can excuse away behaviors on Librium? I couldn't abuse Librium. If I took the max amount every day, let's say I took 2 extra than the max amount every day, it wouldn't even equal up to a fucking peach Xanax, the equivalency. Do you understand? I would have to literally take, let's see, let me get on Google, 15 milligrams Librium equivalent to Xanax. Let's see what a 15 milligram by itself pill capsule is. Roughly 0.5 milligrams of Xanax. Okay, so maybe I was a little bit wrong. So it's roughly equivalent somewhat to 0.5 milligrams Xanax. What is a 0.5? Let's see here. 0.5 is one of the lowest available strengths of the medication. Well, no, I think a 0.25 is the lowest. It's peach. Okay, so that's a peach. So if I take the max amount that's allowed to me, that's 3. So that's 3 equivalent roughly, and I guarantee they're not exactly the strength of a 0.5, but that's the best comparison, right? That's the closest. I would say it's definitely not equivalent 100% to a peach. There's one of them is it might get like 80% close to the equivalency. So if I take my full amount allotted to me every day, let's say I took an extra 3 every day, and let's be using that, hypothetically speaking. That'd be 2 peaches is a blue, so 2 blue, 2, 2. That'd be 3 blues a day. Roughly close to 3 blues. Remember when I shared the story about experimenting when I was a minor, and somebody's like, "Hey man, those are some Xanax. Do you want any of it?" And I got 4 of them, took them all at once on no tolerance at all. Got knocked out for about 10 hours. Couldn't wake me up, even though my friends said they literally slapped the shit out of me to get me up because my grandparents were calling every 5 minutes, blowing my phone up. And they couldn't rouse me. They checked my pulse and stuff. They're like, "You was breathing in pulse. But man, they're like, I don't even think a fucking nuclear bomb would have woke your ass up." If I took 4 of those again like today, I probably would go sleep, but you'd be able to wake me up eventually. I wouldn't be asleep that much because of how long I've been taking, used to take Ativan prescribed and now Librium prescribed. So you see how hard it would be for me to argue. Like I'd have to be taking a crazy amount over my prescribed amount every day of Librium. And maybe you can kind of argue, yeah, he's going to be, well, what would that do to me? It would knock me out. If anything, that'd be the most serious side effect, or it'd make me very kind of like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Make me so chill and laid back. It would not make me in a state to where I'm going to agitate somebody, or, you know, I could be annoying to somebody in the sense that like I'm going to be so relaxed and uh, not have to care in the world. That might be the most extreme result if I'm not just knocked out. So if that with that being all I'm prescribed now, Do you think that I could get away with excusing if I was addicted to that and abusing it? Hypothetically, do you think if I go to court for something similar, that would be my get out of jail card, my excuse, my thing I could place blame on? Fuck no. With nobody on here, none of you would fucking accept that either. You might be like, well, you need to get help. And you might not say anything more than that, but in the back of your mind, you can't tell me you're not going to be like, "Shh, like, get it, like, get the fucking." So it made you sleepy, so that's justification for you blowing somebody up 30 times a day? No. Somebody tried to say that I contacted, harassed, supposedly, and got the number to their, recently, and I saw what somebody was pointing out, I don't know if it was Whitney that posted or what, Bambi talking to somebody that aggravated her, got under her skin. She's like, I'll post you. I'll have weirdos contacting your family members' numbers I got. Look, unless somebody that knows that person that had those numbers, you can't tell me you're getting people, family members' numbers who aren't even fucking of age. You can't tell me that because unless maybe if like back in the day when I had my first phone, it was in my granddad's name. But these sites weren't as prevalent back then. But let's say it was in today's time. It's possible you would probably find that number, but you wouldn't know it's mine or that person's family members until you called it. And then if I answered or that person answered an unknown number they didn't recognize, and you were able to elicit and get the information from them like, oh, you're blah, blah, blah. And say you did that, there's going to be a record of it. So the people that have accused me of doing that, why haven't you fucking reported it? Because you can't fake that shit. And you got no proof of it because it didn't fucking happen. The service I used to confirm people's uh, when people that was harassing me, what it was called? Fuck, I can't think of Intellius. It sometimes would list some possible phone numbers for that person. 9 times out of 10, they was all either old, outdated, and I didn't even attempt to call them because I looked at mine as comparison. My name, it had a number from, I think it had one of my numbers from around 2016. It didn't have my recent numbers the past couple of years. I've had to change since coming out. Now, maybe that's because it's to your service. Maybe if I used a different one, I would. I don't know. My point is, I didn't fuck around on the phone. You got people that's trying to say, well, I hope they don't put two and two together and Bambi don't provide them with the numbers of all the phone calls you made. All right. Say she does. Have them subpoena my fucking phone records. They can forensically also get my phone. I'll consent to it. I won't object with a warrant and demand a warrant. I'll let them forensically look at my phone and see if I've had any text now activity or something or any third-party apps I tried to use to cloak myself that could prove I made any harassing phone calls. How much you want to bet? I'll bet you, tell you what, I don't have a car. Y'all like to make fun of that. How about one of you wager your car to me? And if I lose, if I lose, let's see, I'll consent to be in content for a certain period of time. I'll also voluntarily concede to take punishment for the offense. What else could I sweeten it with? For a full minute on a video, I'll read whatever script you give me to read. too. I'll wager that. But it's got to be it's got to be an unbiased third party that does the investigation. So it can't be somebody you hired or yourself, because you know, they're gonna get the stuff that's forensically actually that they can recover and get from the phone records and stuff. I will wager that right now. I don't have really any money really to wager, but I'll wager those three things in exchange for one of y'all's vehicles. If I'm proved to be right, you sign your title over to me. No questions asked. Sell it to me. You can, in Missouri, you can give somebody the title, transfer it to them. You could sell it to them for $20 if you want to. Yeah, $20, what you'll put down that you'll sell it to me for. I'll give you $20, and then I'll put that in my name, and I'll have a vehicle. Then I won't have an excuse to not get a better job, or at least get a second job farther out somewhere where I, can't walk to, but I'll have a vehicle then. Who wants to do it? Who wants to do it? I'll wait. I'm sure if y'all think long and hard, you'll figure out who accused me of supposedly calling and harassing, just like Snaggy accused me of harassing him, which I didn't. This person tried to go a little bit further out and say, oh, I was harassing their children. I called their children numerous times. And none of them were recorded. So after the first time it happened, or second, you didn't stand by with them, wait for the next call, and then record me when I done it. Never heard of any recordings of it. Never seen a phone log prove it. Never got questioned by the police about it. Hell, Snaggy had more balls. I mean, not really balls, but had more, I guess you could call it, non-common sense and foolish arrogance to report me for false harassment. Why don't you report that? Since it's so true, apparently. I dare you to. I want you to. I literally want you to do it. If you really are going to allege that, please. That would be the right thing. If you are really telling the truth and that happened, and I'm just lying and putting on a poker face, then report it for God's sake, please. Prove that I'm this bad person you say I am. Supposedly I can get away with bloody murder and freaking hurting people and all this other shit, and I just get away with it every time. Like I'm just that good. I'm a fucking Spengali. I'm just a wild card. Oh, Kim, people trying to make up saying that, there's an arraignment tomorrow for this guy who tried to implicate me falsely for harassment and made a false report to the police and harassed me in the second degree, and they're facing a misdemeanor A and B charge. And yeah. But before all that happened, I've been accused of calling, harassing people and their relatives, everything else. Besides the once or couple times I've gotten calls from trolls that I returned, like No Live Mike, maybe. That was a couple years back. Yeah, I might have returned one call here or there, but I didn't blow them up. And they never said stop calling me. No, they would turn on the live stream when they called me. They'd want me to talk to them. But if they had have said stop calling them, I'm smart enough to know that in my state the definition is 2 or more calls after being told not to. I'm walking a fine line. See, I take value in the fact I don't have a record, that I don't have, like, for example, 3 fucking domestic violence felonies that would preclude me for the rest of my life of ever being able to practice my Second Amendment rights or voting rights. the impact that would have on me for jobs and will follow me, and how much it would cost to potentially try to expunge not just one, but all three of them. I take pride in not having shit like that. And the motherfuckers that have it can't stand that I don't. Get over yourself. That's why they like to go around here and say cage or grave. Like, okay, well, how can I be in a cage ever when I don't fucking break the law? So the only other option is the grave. Well, unless that happens spontaneously or I suffer just a random bad luck of hell, because it's been 3 going on 4 years now, and everyone's been saying they're just waiting for me to OD. It's funny. And all the welfare calls and everything, the claims of me supposedly doing the death rattle on live stream and all that, I ain't ever had to been Narcaned once. I've never lost consciousness once to the point that I'd have to be revived. They just call the police. The police show up. Ian, yeah, the police are here. Why this time? Because a person that's ODing doing the death rattle, they can get roused awake just by getting, yelled at. Like my granddad didn't have to come in here and shake me or, slap me or nothing. He just raised his voice once or twice. I'm like, no, I eventually get up. I might have smoked a little too much that back in that day or whatever. Might have, had a little too much drink or something. Whatever the case, that I've never OD'd, but you got all types of videos and posts and examples of people saying, "Oh yes, I was. I was right on the verge. If I didn't, I was right on the verge. I was starting to," and they saved me because they just cared about me and was wanting to help. You believe that? I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Oh, that was the original excuse for the behavior. We're just trying to help him. It's funny how it went from we're just trying to help him and we're just calling these police back to back and sending them to him and then advertising it on YouTube as content and laughing about it because we genuinely just want to help him. That's the actions of a genuine just wanting to help person right there. And then after a couple years and time goes on and eventually I wise up to certain things and yeah, you just can't do that anymore to me because guess what? I finally got off the Suboxone way, way back. So if the Suboxone was contributing to it at all, I got off that. I got off the antidepressants. I stopped drinking every now and then too because I would get depressed and alcohol's never been my thing. It's a chore for me to drink. And when I would drink, I'll admit it, I would only be drinking for the express purpose to get buzzed and to dull my sensitivities and stuff. I'll be honest. I can admit it. I don't do that no more though. So they can't really play off the whole, oh, well, we're just worried about him. We just want to help him. It's funny how that switched to cage or grave, motherfucker. You fucking pedo rapist bitch. We're gonna fuck you up. You're our property. You don't get to have a normal life. Well, damn. What made you go from we just trying to help him to that? Like, what the fuck did I do? You mad because I wouldn't accept your so-called help? So that's the rationaling, that's what you escalate to for somebody not taking your help, huh? You get scorned by it, and just coincidentally at the same time, you can't really use that as a fucking excuse anymore because I'm not fucking falling asleep on streams like that to the point anymore. So the logical progression is to say, fuck you, you fuck, he's a pedo. Like, bruh, And I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just doing this little demonstration and going through this so anyone of y'all in chat, y'all can see. I know some of y'all got to be laughing because the audacity to try to sell that shit. Like, and you could say, dude, they're trolling you. You're the one being played. Oh, really? Well, so when they talk to these other people, are they just trolling them too? Because they really they try to come across so sincere when they're telling the history of Square. Are they trolling them too? Say yes. Because if you do, then that lets them know that you're lying and bullshitting it just for a troll. If you say, no, we were being serious, well, okay, then explain how that progresses and switches. What would cause the justification that you could make across to anybody or an audience of people that, we tried to help, it didn't work out, so now we're going to condemn him and make him end up going to a cage or grave. Or he could just kill himself. We would love to see that. That's literally what they what they progressed to and said. So they got two options they can pick from. They can either admit that it's all a troll on not just me, but everybody else they put it out there to as fact. They're trying to troll them too and fool them. Or they can say it's the truth, like they have several times to people. You can't have it both ways, though. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to pick. All right, so y'all let me know what the answer is. Oh, fucking Crash Bandicoot. That was another game I liked. But as I got older, though, I still love Sly Cooper just as much as I did when I first played. But Crash Bandicoot, I still like it, but the intensity of how much is not the same as when I was younger. I don't know why. Sly is just the Sly Cooper trilogy. Well, not trilogy, actual, technically quadruplogy or whatever the fuck you'd call something that's got 4 installments. I mean, like I looked up on YouTube just the other day. I was fucking around. I said, you know what? I said Sly Cooper full game movie. They put the whole first cut scenes from the first, second, third, and fourth all together. You know, most big storyline sequel type games, you put their name in game movie. There's channels out there that have edited it all together and be sometimes a 1 to 2, even up to 3 hour little film. And if it's something you really loved and still do, that's fun to revisit and watch. Uh, yeah, let me play something for y'all. Let's check something out. Rescue evacuation in Alaska after major typhoon. There was a major typhoon in Alaska. Oh shit! It's the first time I'm hearing of that. Seven drunk fails on body. Let's check this out. Let's see the dumb, ignorant, numbing effects of alcohol. Yeah, I I'm gonna choose to just acknowledge you for just a teeny little second. How have I screwed over? And again, how is one wrong action equivalent or justification of you or anyone else committing bigger, more intense, or even equal amount of wrong actions back? Are you really trying to make that argument right now? Because even myself, I've conceded and admitted that I have fallen into the trap over and over of returning, when someone says something negative to me, I'd be like, well, fuck, they done all it to me, so why can't I? That's no excuse. I have no justification for that. I'd be lying to myself and everybody else if I tried to say I did. Now I can say that's what I did because it's a complicated situation and a group gang stalking fucking stalk and harassment effort. And there is some mitigating factors that, say, well, you do need to consider all that because that's not simple, but it doesn't fucking excuse it at the end of the fucking, on the base logical level. It does not fucking excuse it, regardless. It just helps you understand why things happened. I'm just fucking giving you a little play-by-play. Now, again, why are you trying to lecture or talk about me and, like, I don't know, I guess attempt to answer some of the things I've put out and argued and just made points about? When you literally are on a video saying you're trying to get your fucking mentally disabled nephew to kill me. You're trying to work him up and get him to the point to where he's going to kill me. Kill this motherfucker in your quotes. Fuck them all. You don't give no fucks. Do you really think that you've got any business lecturing or judging or criticizing me or for any of that matter, anybody else at all? Oh yeah, my own stupidity or ignorance. No, I wouldn't say stupidity. That's kind of a loaded, uh, trying to paint me as, a certain way of term. But yeah, we've all got ignorance at certain times, whether through denial or lack of thinking or what have you, experience, etc. But here again, what's that got to do at the end of the day? Because you're trying to make the case like it's all because of that. It's all on me. So these people like Charlie and others have called the police or Snaggy now, social services, etc., falsely with no legit examples. They ain't got an example of me saying, well, I'd done this or that to my loved one, and then my loved one in the background going, well, I deserved it. Because if you did, you might have be something to that. But you didn't have none of that. But yet they called social services. And as a result, because nothing like that did exist, they didn't spend that long here. Oh, well, I guess we can. That's one thing I can say. Technically, I can agree with you on, but I think you're just conceding that because you're trying to establish some credibility and integrity in this current live chat and setting. But you and I both know that when it occurred, you were laughing and egging it on. You just wasn't stupid enough to do it yourself. Be real. Be real, hillbilly. Be fucking real. I mean, fuck them all, right? Own that shit. That's the least of it, though. You need to be concerned about the other things I just outlined a while ago. Because I don't care if it's been 5 months since you said that stuff on camera with your shirt off, looking like a Team U fucking Charles Manson, saying you're trying to get this to kill this motherfucker. It's all going to be relevant to the investigation. It's going to be slowly heading your way in the inquiry and the welfare and status of your involvement and behavior and actions regarding your disabled, public benefits receiving disabled nephew that just recently, within the last week, said he was going to cut my throat and shoot me. Hey, don't be scared. Be ignorant. I mean, that's really all you can say. I don't expect you to say, "Oh, please, Square, don't do that, man. They're gonna fuck me up." No, you're going on the side of, yeah. Even if he does it, they probably ain't gonna look into it. You better pray to God that they don't. Although I don't think really I think that prayer would fall on kind of deaf ears. That'd be like asking God to let you succeed in doing something that's bad. You know, that'd take some arrogance in and of itself to do. It'd be like you saying, "God, please don't let me get caught cheating on my wife." I'd be aching to that somewhat. God, please don't let me suffer consequences for hitting and abusing my nephew. God, please don't let me ever reflect and feel shame for telling my nephew to go get me beers and yell at him and calling him an N-word and doing it on a public live stream and having no shame about it. Don't let me wake up in the morning and say, "What the fuck did I do?" Because, God's not helping you be like that. It's the alcohol that's, allowing you to not give a fuck about that shit. But you need to, hillbilly. You really need to. You need to wake up before you fucking develop full-blown cirrhosis of the liver. See, it's not so fun being lectured about your quote-unquote possible addictions and faults by a stranger online who doesn't pay your bills or has any ties to you at all and really no business lecturing you on this stuff, right? But the only reason why I'm making it my business and doing it is because you've stuck your nose and made it your business to do all this other shit regarding me with no justification or provocation. You say I screwed everybody over and it's all my fault. How did I screw you over? Did you try to help me and so I rejected it? And let's say, I don't know, maybe I don't think I did, but let's say I rejected it and then, I don't know, said your mama jokes or said other ugly shit to you. Okay, at that point, you know what you should have done if you was a reasonable, logical adult? Say, all right, well, I tried. I wish you the best. Take care. I'll pray for you. That would be the only or not to say anything at all and just walk away. Those would be the two adult, mature things to do in them situations if you legit was trying to just quote unquote help me. Not go around and ag on people fucking with my life and trying to get me to commit suicide and all this other shit and say that you're trying to get your nephew to kill me. You know what? I think that's enough though. Yeah, I don't care to engage or entertain any more bullshit with you though, to be honest with you, Billy. We both know that you're not gonna be like, "You're right," and accept that I'm being 100 with you. Like you're gonna take it as, "Oh, he's really, yeah, he's gonna fuck around." Your normal self would be like, "All right, keep fucking," or spokesman probably in the background saying, "Go, yeah, keep shit square," and you'd be egging them on. But really, I'm saying nothing but real fucking shit to you right now, and I wouldn't even be saying it if you ain't came in here and started in. I would have stopped. I would have kept talking about Snaggy or whatever else. I had my fill talking about y'all earlier on Andrea's in response to what she sent me and told me about what y'all did. This live ain't titled about you, you know. And I didn't block you or nothing, but you can't fucking go around saying, "Oh, I'm trained well, I'm triggered, I'm scared." So let me guess, you're gonna say, "We had him on the hook. He couldn't stop talking." Yeah, well, going to right at this moment because I choose to right now. So, end of conversation. Who we got in the back here? Holy shit. Oh my God. Uh, excuse me, sir. I don't know if that's really snaggy back there or not, but if it is, I'm gonna need to see the camera turn on. How long have you been back there? Nothing in the private chat or whatever. You've just been back there fucking sneaking and geeking on me? Turn your camera on or you're about to be kicked. You know what? Fuck it. You're getting kicked anyways. I have no business talking to you. I've told you to leave me alone. You've already tried to implicate me in a crime falsely. Adios. See you at the arraignment tomorrow. Got you screenshotted back in my chat. Either was or wasn't you. Kudos to being smart enough not to turn on the camera. I guess you're not that drunk yet. Oh, it would have been funny if he would have turned that camera on though. Fucking fuck, man. I guarantee that was him, but I can't fucking say to a certainty. See, that's being real, y'all. That's I mean, why can't more people be like that? It's my belief that it was most certainly him. Otherwise, you know, why wouldn't they say anything in the back chat? Hell, I have no idea how long he's back there. I just happened to notice it when I switched tabs back to StreamYard. He might have just came on. He might have been back there for the past 40 minutes. I have no clue. But it's weird because usually if someone's in the back chat and you're not letting them up or addressing them in there, that when they want to come up, they'd either be in the chat saying I'm backstage or in the private chat. Kind of a little weird just to be sitting back there, quiet as a mouse. I didn't tell him to come over here either, so that was done on his own free will accord, and nobody can justify just because, oh, well, you're on here talking about him. So, don't I have the freedom of speech to talk about any ongoing situations that might have involved or been related and, implicating falsely me or what have you? Sure the fuck do. You can say I'm doing it for whatever you want to say. I'm just doing it just to give people the rundown because I'm choosing to. Do, 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 do. All right, let's put this on. And I want to see that fucking extended Palpatine duel scene that the stunt coordinator had released on that one channel. But you got to be a member. Hey, Whitney, nothing. Fucking Snaggy just tried to just sitting in the back, sneaking and geeking, whatever. Not saying a word, but he's back there. Wouldn't turn on his camera to confirm if it was him or not. I'm about 65 to 35%. 65 or 35% sure it was him. That's my estimation probability. I won't sit up here and claim to know that it definitely was, regardless that what others may do in the same situation.
Phone.
$1 million.
Yeah, I'm a All right, sit down for me. Yeah.
I need some marijuana, actually. Okay. Got any?
No, I don't have it.
Just because I have that doesn't mean I'm pranking it. Hello.
When life's tough, sometimes you need a little liquid courage to take the edge off. But what happens when those shots hit harder than expected? We're diving headfirst into 7 legendary poor decisions. When the drinks hit back, the room starts spinning, and the body cams capture every tragic second. This is After Hours, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sam Goldberg.
All I did was go in there and ask for an iPhone if I could return my iPhone.
We kick off today's episode in the peaceful suburbs of Third Lake, Illinois, where a local business owner encounters a customer with big plans, big confidence, and absolutely no cash. It's all fun and games until Deputy Ryan shows up.
Hello.
How's it going, sir?
Good. What's going on, man?
Thank you so much.
Need a new phone?
Okay.
Well, I've said the same thing for years and years. Give me a break, y'all. Get off my back. Leave me alone. Yeah, well, I'm not instigating none of this. You did. Or this person did. I'm addressing y'all in chat. Just want to make that clear.
How are you paying for your new phone?
Pretty close report with a guy. They're supposed to reach out to you and explain to you what.
Y'all hear that? It's closed. I guess all that stuff that I've shown lately, showing otherwise. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be come out next that I faked it.
I think you'll be just fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that people were spoofing my number, brother. I'm sorry. The number got dropped in the Discord and people playing games. It's another deal. But take care of yourself. Yeah.
Excuses, and bullshit.
$1 million.
Okay. What's going on today, sir? You have ID on you?
That's the manager, not me.
Yeah, I know. They called me about you.
I don't have ID.
You don't have ID?
Nope.
Okay.
Where
are you from?
Fifth Amendment.
Fifth Amendment?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
You don't know my name. You don't know nothing about me. Plead the fifth. Okay. I committed no crime. Yeah, put
Now,
that
see,
shit
that
back
right
in your
there
pocket.
is
let's go.
technically the way to go, guilty or innocent. But you can tell they seem to be a little bit maybe under the influence of something, or either very nervous, because there's no need to repeat it again and again. Once you say the fifth, you should shut up right there. There's nothing else to add or say. Because technically, by initiating more conversation after you've said the fifth, then the police can re-ask you again and attempt to talk with you, because you are opening the dialogue possibility back up. Once you say Fifth Amendment, you shut the fuck up.
You're not wanted here. Come on.
You kick me out?
Yep.
I asked you to leave before, very politely. I asked you to go out and sit at the tables.
Come on.
You're supposed to give me service.
I said, if you have money, I'll give you service. Okay?
I'll give you
What's
everything
Tyler's-
but
what's Tyler's
service.
last name? It's in the system.
Come on.
Alright, let's go. Let's go outside.
Grab your stuff.
Let's go outside.
We'll grab all your stuff.
Get your ass outside, I'll follow you.
Yeah, you're not going to do any favors by telling the police officer to get his ass outside when you're the one that has a cop there to remove you. Again, shouldn't be speaking anymore after saying Fifth Amendment.
You work for me.
He got right up on his ass like, why don't you say that again? Why don't you get more disorderly and tell me to get the fuck outside? Like, and I think the cop, I think that was pretty much appropriate. He didn't get up and threaten him or nothing. He just said, look, we're not going to be playing games. Like, he communicated that with his body language. Like, all right, you're not in charge here. He keeps trying to establish he is by saying you work for me. That's a little bit of a misnomer. Police don't work for you, me. They work for the citizenry, the public in general, technically in a way, but more so they work for the government and the police department, and are supposed to follow the Constitution, the laws and the statutes, and the policies and procedures in that order. They don't show favoritism to nobody. None of that.
Grab your stuff,
No,
sir.
you got a gun, sir?
Okay, you're about to go to jail, so grab your stuff. Let's go.
I walk probably.
Very calm and patient with him. I know a cop or two that after that whole "you get your ass outside," they probably would have put his ass on the floor right there.
Probable cause is you've been asked to leave more than twice.
Where's
so now
the
you're
trespass?
You've been asked to leave.
Okay. Let's go outside and trespass me.
Let's go. Grab your stuff.
I don't walk forward.
Tyler, just don't make it more difficult than it
No,
needs to be.
I have no gun.
Tyler.
Now can you walk forward?
Nope, let's go.
Grab your coat.
You're about to go to jail, which you don't need to. Okay?
I want
Let's
cause.
go.
Very patient officer. Kudos to this officer.
I want cause.
For not leaving when you're asked to leave a establishment.
You're happy as
okay?
hell. You know
I'm not happy,
you
dude.
can't take me to jail, dude.
I
You know
can,
that.
and I have disorderly conduct, so you're about to go to jail.
Tyler, he doesn't want to.
Okay?
Go outside.
Shake my hand.
Nope, out. Last time.
Shake my hand. We won't go to jail. I'll walk out.
Walk out right now.
Shake hand and I'll walk out.
Last time.
Shake
Out.
hand. I'll walk out.
Turn around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
find it
I'm
back.
walking out. I'm
Nope.
walking out.
Too late.
No. I'm walking out.
They always want to, at the point the cuffs come out, and they done been given 2, 3 fucking opportunities. All right, I'm going now. I'm going. No, come on, man. I said I was going. You're being unfair.
Go.
Can I walk out?
No. Nope. Too late.
There's a statute here locally that something that's called disobedience to the police. Like you're technically committing a whole new crime right there by ignoring a lawful command.
Take care of that.
Jim, what happened?
I asked you 5 or 6 times.
I'm trying to
I told
walk
you to go
out.
outside,
Yeah.
and I told you to sit at the picnic table.
Can you
Relax.
talk to the store owner?
I told you that.
Wait 1 second.
You're asking for your 50 grab one customer.
Oh,
Come on, outside.
I was gonna walk my drinks right there.
That's okay. Outside. Can't bring it in my squad anyways.
I'm not going to your spot.
You are.
I'm not drunk.
I didn't say you were drunk.
I came here to
Okay, at the table.
Freudian slip indicating that he is in fact drunk.
Can I talk to you, officer? Can I talk to you, officer?
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta pat him down.
I have no weapons.
Well, not anymore because I took a knife out of your pocket.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
I wasn't gonna kill you. I love you, officer.
Yep.
This was left front.
Trazodone. That's my medical. Can I sit down?
Not yet.
1 second.
Empty my pockets and put it on the table.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is that everything? Check the mini pocket. Everything in my backpack kind of empty. Okay. Besides stuff, I gotta go to the car shop. It's mine.
If this is sober, what do you sound like when you're intoxicated?
Don't worry, I plead the fifth.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you not resisting.
I don't resist. I have 4 credits in criminal justice. Okay?
Listen, I'm gonna double lock these.
27-year-old Tyler Bowie decides it's teaching time, shedding some criminal justice 101 on the deputies.
This is an illegal search and seizure.
No, I'm inventorying your property.
Because you got cash in there, we want to make sure.
Okay, Will. I'll get your ID number and take it to court. I need a couple thousand.
Another night.
5353. I have a middle name and a date of birth, if that makes it easier. All right, we're gonna throw all your stuff
$3
back in your backpack. All right.
Hey, put that wallet in you.
Yeah.
Put the wallet in
Hold on.
Bro.
You want to take him? I'll
Yep.
put all the rest.
Come with me, sir. Okay, we're gonna put these in your bag too.
Can you put that on my backpack? Wait, we're going to
Right in
jail?
the back of this squad, yep.
Why are we going to jail?
Well, because you broke a couple laws here.
What law?
Okay. Trespass and disorderly conduct.
They
Have a seat.
never told me to leave the store.
They did. Have a seat.
No, they didn't.
And I did as well. Have a seat, please.
And I did.
Tyler.
Bro, I
Sit
don't
down.
need to go to jail, officer.
Well, then you should have listened. Have a seat, please.
I am listening.
You're not. Put your foot
I
in.
will leave here.
Sit down. Too late. You're under arrest. Okay?
You're bogus.
That's okay.
You're trespassing me for no reason.
Okay. Okay?
You know that man knows me. Bro, I bought
As my old English teacher used to say, irrelevant.
a brand new iPhone. Boost Mobile. I took it to here so he can activate my Boost Mobile phone.
Maybe some poly drug use going on here. Looks a little bit more than alcohol, although maybe just alcohol.
And now the cops are here. Bro, what is this, bro? Talk to me.
It ought to hopefully be a wake-up call, but probably not.
Officer? Officer, I love you, bro.
Well, thank you.
Don't think I'm talking to you as a disrespect, bro. I love you, bro. I need communication right now.
You were asked to...
Going through all types of different cycles. Started off arrogant, antagonistic, then tried to barter, then went from bartering to back to antagonistic, then was like, oh, I'm leaving, please. No, don't arrest me. I'm leaving. And then a bunch of irrelevant, stupid bullshit. I love you. I need communication. We got the crying, the sympathy, trying to elicit sympathy. Like, he's going through the whole fucking range.
Yes, no, I wasn't.
You said you almost started a fight with another customer.
No, I shook hands with him and gave him a hug.
Behavior, so there's...
I gave that other customer a hug.
Okay. Which, you shouldn't be hugging anybody that doesn't ask for it, okay?
He told me to.
Let me know if you
I was just about to say, did he want a hug? Did he consent to it? Because you shouldn't just give it to him if he didn't ask to. He's probably lucky that person didn't complain if they didn't want the hug. Also, didn't you say Fifth Amendment? Why are you volunteering stuff? Anything you can't say will be used against you. Idiot.
Why am I
Don't
going to
go
jail
on
for
drugs,
so
yo.
long? I didn't steal anything.
Nope. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct and trespass. Okay?
Well, they never told me to leave.
He did.
No.
He told you multiple times.
And guess what? When I was gonna leave, the cop handcuffed me. I was going to leave, and the cop handcuffed me. I was leaving, and the cop handcuffed me.
And let's just say the lesson ends when Professor Tyler runs out of energy or falls asleep mid-rant on the way to jail.
I didn't steal anything or commit any crime. Why am I going to jail? Oh, I didn't do anything or steal anything. Why am I going to jail? I didn't steal anything. I didn't kill anything. Why am I going to jail? Why am I going to jail? Why am I going to jail?
Tyler was charged with criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. At the time of this recording, no court documents could be found to determine the outcome of this case. I also want to thank Upside for sponsoring After Hours. Upside's a free app that gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, food, and groceries. This is real cash back. It shows up in your Upside app, and then you just transfer it straight into your bank account. The other day, I went out to a diner, fantastic spread, great coffee. I used Upside, I got cash back. Also, every single time I fill up my tank now, I use Upside. The first time I used Upside when I got gas, I got almost $8 back, like actually insane. So once you have the Upside app, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. You pay as usual using your debit or credit card, follow the steps on the app, and you get paid. To find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description to download Upside or scan the QR code on screen. Use our promo code AFTERHOURS. You get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's promo code AFTERHOURS for an extra 25 cents back on your first gallon of gas.
Do you think somebody's back there actually shooting at your house, or do you think they're target practicing? I have no idea.
It's lunchtime in Florida, but instead of whipping up a meal in the kitchen, a family's dodging bullets like it's in an action movie. The family ducks for cover and calls for backup.
The RP saying they shot through the bedroom window and again just now.
Volusia County deputies step in, evacuate the adults and kids, and start hunting for the mystery shooter.
Just let's come on back here. What's going on? Okay. Where are the shots coming?
We thought it was the front, but I think it's actually the back.
Do you think somebody's back there actually shooting at your house, or do you think they're target practicing?
I have no idea. I know it went through my son's window on this side, so I don't know.
It sounds like the shots are being fired somewhere from the north of the residence. The shooter will be outside the house. They're shooting towards her house.
Sir, I'll press the line.
Sheriff's office.
Yes.
Come on outside.
My girl and my son are in the bathroom laying down.
All right, come on outside.
There's nobody here. It came from, I was sitting in the room.
I know that. Well, we're getting everybody outside.
Police are here.
Come on out.
They're on the bathroom right here.
Where?
My son's in the bathroom.
Where are the bullet holes at?
They came through the back from the back room.
I heard something right over in there on the other side of the palmettos, but so thick, can't see.
Hey, there's somebody actually secured by emergency in front of 70.
But I don't see any footprints except for us.
I've sent you 5 with the gentleman that was shooting his gun, and he's secured right now.
Huh. This guy.
We don't just see,
Listen, answer the gun adorable. I mean, just submitted post Miranda.
Pencil. He says there's nobody in the house.
Yeah, I'm a dumb.
All right, sit down for me. Yeah. Slide down, all the way down. Here, go down. Can you go down on one knee? Go down.
Too much, too.
Okay. I'll help you down. There you go. There you go. Cross your legs for me. Did the dog get out?
Yeah.
So what tree was he shooting at? Yeah.
This one, buddy.
If you look right behind, there's 3 holes in the fence towards the top.
Oh yeah. Well, at least he was fairly accurate. Sorta.
But they're right at, I mean, straight
Oh,
through.
that's four. That's 4 holes, Jeff. I don't know where you learned to count.
Huh?
That's 4 holes.
There's another one over here.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, that was the blue one. All right. That's not for you.
That's not for you, dear.
So what tree did he think he was gonna?
There's a wood. There's a 2x4 screwed to it.
No one's hurt. The culprit allegedly turned out to be the family's very intoxicated neighbor, 38-year-old Alex Kutlak, who clearly skipped the don't drink and shoot lesson. He was arrested and charged with shooting into a dwelling, using a firearm while under the influence, child endangerment, and criminal mischief. At the time of this recording, no details could be found on the court website to determine the outcome of this case. Now it's just after 10 p.m. in South Carolina when Goose Creek police officers roll up on a single vehicle collision, and let's just say this ride went off the rails, literally. No one knows exactly how the crash happened, but one thing's crystal clear: the driver's been sipping on something strong. Officers put her through the standard sobriety tests, and she's shocked to discover she's too tipsy to drive.
Charlie 4. Yeah, call Charlie 4. Battalion 2.
And then comes the plot twist. The driver is none other than former Southern Charm star, 34-year-old Catherine Dennis. Southern hospitality, more like Southern hot mess.
You don't have to touch me that way, please, please, don't.
I just don't want you to fall because it's kind of.
I'm not going to fall. I don't know why you're acting that way.
All right, pup, come on.
Okay.
Okay. All right, man. You can have a seat back there. I'll hold on to him for now.
Charlie wants his Richie, I love you so much, buddy. I'm so sorry this happened. It's kind of hurts on my right arm.
Okay, well, it's just a little trip up to the front. I just double locked them and checked for coat to fit, so.
It kind of hurts, though. I don't understand why I'm being arrested, though. Genuinely, I would like to know.
Okay, I'll explain it to you.
This is crazy. Like, honestly, it's like, because I'm on a TV show, it is like a thing. I want my dog. Please get my dog. I want my dog. Please don't take my doggy. I want my pup. Please. No, come on. I want my puppy.
CFS comments added.
Charlie, you got room in the back for 10, 11, small?
Say what? I want my dog. I don't trust these people. What the f? It's because I'm on a TV show. I got you. I get how this goes. I was in a horrible car accident. Now I'm being arrested. What? This is crazy. You know what? Thank you. I'm so thankful you're my baby daddy because you've ruined my life. Thanks. These are really great people. Joke. I don't care anymore. You know what? Do some bull. I'm not even doing anything wrong, literally. Joke. Stupid. Everyone thinks because you're on a TV show. Oh wow, that'll be my big claim to fame. Crazy. I'm sleepy.
Please read Charlie 1.
Charlie.
28 on that vehicle, starting at 225 out of Mount Pleasant is clear.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You still vehicle red tag, unoccupied. I'll be back in service.
My dad's truck looks so bad. Oh my god. Wow, that looks horrible. I passed that fucking field sobriety test. This is some bullshit. Like, I literally am not drunk.
Charlie 4.
That's crazy.
Really 43 for the 55 driver?
Not yet.
The problem is, you can't fight back in the moment. You have to wait till you have a lawyer. Which is bullshit. Oh my god, it's so hot in here. I need some air, man. I'm about to hyperventilate. Oh my god, that hurts so bad. This is horrible. I cannot believe how bad the truck is. Oh my god. This is horrible. Jesus. My heart hurts. Oh my god. Please give me some air. I cannot breathe.
Alright. So I got your wallet, I got your phone, I got your clozapam. I left the Fireball mini bottles with Gucci. So.
Charlie 4, Charlie 5, I can take that dog now. Check with Charlie 2, should be alright.
Just because I have that doesn't mean I'm pranking it. Hello.
Yeah, come here.
Oh, sorry. That is great. Can I get a little air, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, it's like super hot. Oh. Thank you.
I'm gonna run it real quick.
Where's my puppy? Do you know, like, what's happening?
Gucci off with my sergeant.
Okay, but that doesn't tell me where he's going.
He's probably going to go to the police department, and then if nobody can come pick him up,
Okay.
then the birthday.
Okay, well, I'm really not okay with the fact that you guys are, like, inappropriately taking me. What the hell? And taking my dog. Oh my god, he's gonna be lost. He's a baby. He's not even 1 yet. He's so sweet. I don't want to leave him. And, like, also, this is bull. So, whatever. I mean, I guess we'll figure it out whenever we get there. But this is bull. And I'm so tired. I just want to go home. Ugh. I love that you guys arrested me for no reason, though. It's really funny because I'm on a TV show. I guess that made sense for you guys to get a little media attention. That makes way more sense. Just like bull. It's not my fault that truck like stopped in the middle of the effing road. Like, what the hell, man? I shouldn't talk crap because it'll make me look more guilty. I know. My heart hurts. Ugh.
Here's Craig coming in with a female.
Here's Creek with a female?
Yes, sir.
You didn't do a blood alcohol test. Maybe I don't have the best balance in the whole wide world, but you know, you sure didn't confirm what you were doing.
Can I let you in on a secret?
You can do whatever you want. I really don't care.
So we're here at the police department, and I am going to ask for a breath test.
Go right ahead because I already know what comes next. I already know. Like, I'm not stupid. I already know what's happening. Stupid as shit. My ex is a felon. Like, I know how this works. This is some bull shit, though. It's really messed up for you guys to just, like, take people in, though, whenever they have kids, because it could really affect their children's lives. Not my life. I don't give a about me. It's my kids.
It's the exact reason why you're in the
I
situation
don't
you're
deserve
in
to
right
be
now.
here at all.
How can you give a fuck about
Sorry,
the
you think
children's
I do.
life when you don't even care about your own? I mean, no.
Police searched Dennis's SUV and found
Yeah,
a
that's
brown
kinda-
bag packed with both
I
empty
don't know,
and full mini
maybe that
bottles of
just
Fireball. Catherine was charged
comes
with
across
driving under the
logical to me
influence,
right off the bat.
transporting
That
a
just
container of
seems
alcohol in a
obvious.
motor vehicle. She was sentenced to 30 days in the Berkeley County Jail. Hey, by the way, what do the body cams we cover on After Hours every week prove? The world is unpredictable, and having a great lawyer makes a huge difference. That's where our amazing partner and longtime sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in, a firm with over 1,000 attorneys and some pretty sweet merch, too. Logan, zoom in on that. Thank you. 1,000 attorneys, and that's because they win a lot. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a verdict of $29 million in Philadelphia, $2.7 million in Florida, and $5.6 million for a car crash victim in Georgia after insurance offered their client $0 in that case. Even if your case isn't worth millions, why not start a claim, fight for what you deserve? Morgan & Morgan makes it truly so easy. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks or less. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/afterhours or click the link in the description and pinned in the comments.
I know you are.
I'm sorry?
I know you are.
You know who I am?
Yes.
How do you know who I am?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Deputy Roddy had no idea what kind of circus act he was about to pull over when he made this traffic stop. It's rush hour, cars everywhere, and here comes one speed demon waving through traffic and passing illegally. The deputy flips on the lights.
Well, I'm stopping you for passing and no passing. Was there any reason for that?
The guy cut me off.
That guy cut you off?
Yes.
Okay. When was that?
Right before I did that.
Right before you passed him?
Yes.
It's a straight road.
Yes.
Okay, so he cut you off on a straight road?
Yes.
When was that?
Right before I did
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't make any sense
the
because...
It makes a lot of sense.
So...
I avoided an accident.
So where did he cut you off at?
Right before I seen you.
On a straight road?
Yes.
Did he pull in front of you?
Yes.
Where did he come out from?
I don't know where he came out from. He cut me off, and I had to go out the other lane.
Okay.
To avoid an accident.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Well, you didn't see it. Obviously.
Code 4 reference signal.
So you're saying he pulled out in front of you,
That's what I'm saying.
you had to go around him to avoid an accident?
Yes.
Okay, it looked like you were just trying to aggressively pass and speed.
I was avoiding an accident.
Okay, where are you heading to now?
Key West.
Where are you coming from?
Washington.
Is this your car?
It's a rental.
It's a rental car? Do you have the rental agreement?
Yes.
Can I see it?
If you must. Yes.
I already saw it. It's all good. How much have you had to drink?
None.
None?
None.
Not that big Bud Light right there?
That's been sitting there since last night.
Okay. How much have you had to drink today?
None.
Okay.
This is my rental agreement right here.
Okay, perfect. Why don't you step out of the car, come back to my car. We'll talk back in my car. Step out of the car.
First, see that.
Okay, I got it. let's step out of the car. We'll go back and talk in my car.
Okay.
You don't have any weapons on you or anything?
No.
You mind just lifting your shirt up? Not like that. That's perfect. Come on back here.
Here, I'll take my pants off.
Nope. I don't want you to take your pants off.
I don't have no weapons.
That's fantastic, sir. I did not ask you to do that. Come back to my car.
You asked me to show you.
Go over there. I just want to make sure you didn't have anything in your waistband, sir.
Well, obviously I don't.
Well, I appreciate it, but I obviously don't need you to pull your pants down here on the side of the highway. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
What's the deal?
I can smell a heavy odor of alcohol coming from you when you talk. So the odor of the alcoholic beverage, not alcohol itself.
From last night.
Okay. Your eyes are bloodshot. Glassy.
From last night.
Okay. Your eyes are bloodshot and glassy.
Yes, sir.
You're slurring your words.
No, I'm not.
You are 100%.
No, I'm not.
Okay. That's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to ask.
Okay.
Would you be willing to participate in some voluntary field sobriety exercises?
I would not.
Okay. You don't want to...
Why not?
Why not?
Why?
Why would...
Why?
Why what?
Why would I participate?
Well, I'm requesting you to.
I'm not going to request that, no.
Okay, I don't need you to request it. I'm
Okay,
asking
there
you,
you
would
go.
you be willing to participate
No.
in voluntary field sobriety
No.
exercises? To dispel my belief, you're operating that motor vehicle
That's
while
right.
you're under the influence of
No,
an
I'm
alcohol
not.
beverage. Okay. Well, I believe you are.
Well, there you go.
So through my training experience
Well, that's your training.
and experience,
Okay.
I've been doing this a long time.
Okay.
So,
I've been driving for a long time, 67 years.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm going to go ahead.
Fantastic.
I'm going to ask you again.
Yes, sir.
Would you be willing to
No.
participate in voluntary field sobriety
No.
exercises? Okay, turn around for me.
Yes, sir.
Put your hands behind your back.
Upset at the fact that he's arrested, 67-year-old Walter Camp starts radiating good cop, bad cop energy.
Yes, you're under arrest for DUI, 100%. You are.
No, I am not.
Okay.
I refute this.
You refuse to be arrested?
And I refuse this. I know the commander.
Who's the commander?
The Key West commander.
Key
You
West?
call him right now and tell him
Who is it?
You tell him you pull Frosty over.
Who is that?
Just call him.
Who do you want me
Just
to
call him.
Who? Who am I calling?
The commander of Key West.
Commander of Key West?
Yes. 40 years.
Who is the commander of Key West?
Just call him.
Okay, I don't understand who you're asking me to call.
I'm asking you to call him.
I don't know who that is.
Well, call him anyway.
Call somebody I don't know who it is?
He's your office. He's he is your supervisor.
He's
Call
my,
him
he's
right
my
now.
supervisor?
Yes. Call him right
Do you
now.
know his name?
He will know my name.
Who?
Just call him.
You're not giving me a name to call.
He
Do you know
will.
how many people that I work for?
There's only one commander.
There's not even a commander at all. That's not even a
There's
title.
only one, the police chief.
A police chief?
Yes.
Do you see who I work for? I don't work for Key West, Bubba.
Okay, Bubba.
I don't work for Key West Police.
Guess what?
What's that?
Call him anyway.
Call the Key West commander?
Yes.
Let me lock your cuffs so they don't get tighter on you.
How you doing, man?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. Awesome.
Can you do me a favor and just lean up against my car while I go? Absolutely. Other than that giant bag of marijuana, is there anything illegal?
There's nothing illegal in that car.
Well, a giant bag of marijuana is illegal.
There's nothing illegal in that car.
Okay. Do you have a Florida medical marijuana card?
I do.
Did you buy that marijuana at a dispensary?
What marijuana are you talking about?
The marijuana that you open your console and slam it shut because it's sitting right there?
There's no marijuana in my car.
Do you have your medical card with you?
Maybe not.
Okay.
There you go.
Go search it.
I need some marijuana, actually.
Okay.
I need.
No, I don't have any, man.
Not right now.
That sucks, man.
Well, I could use some. I'll buy it from